Hello, lovely humans. My name is Anya, also known as Lali on Cosplay, and I am going to be playing Tea and Toadstools, which is a solo journaling RPG that I wrote for you today. We are raising money with Roll for Good for a wonderful charity. It is to help ILGA World, a worldwide federation of more than 1,700 organizations from 160 countries and territories that are campaigning for LGBTQIA plus human rights. So if you want to donate to this wonderful cause, the friendly mods are sharing links in the chat to our Tiltify. There's also links and QR codes on our socials as well. It'll be open for a few days after the event, so there's a little bit more time to convince your friends and family who are able to contribute to this wonderful cause. There are a bunch of games that are being played over the weekend, including D&D 5e, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Himbo Treasure Hunt, Things from the Flood, and How to Be a Hero. So absolutely be sure to stop on by and check everything out. It's going to be a wonderful time. But today we are playing as Hedgie the Hedgehog. So, just to give a little intro to the game, you are a hedgehog trying to mind your business and go about your day. Your goal? To enjoy a cup of tea and bask in the sun. The problem is, all your neighbors and friends are trying to get your attention and help for any number of tasks. Make your escape to your toadstool home before the neighborhood busybodies take up all your time and energy. So this is a solo GM-less game, and journaling is optional. You can also play it a little bit more like a board game if you want. So every card has a different prompt, and that will affect how your hedgehog's day goes. You need a marker. I happen to have a little hedgehog guy here. You need some way to keep track of your resources. You can think of these like your spoons, your mental ability to do things, your time, however you want to think of them. I'm using a d20 because easy math. Your ace of clubs is your starting card, and then the queen of diamonds is your goal card. And you should have 22 cards other than those two. And we're going to make a 4 by 6 grid from these cards that Hedgie is going to explore. So, one moment. That's better. Okay, so we have our 4 by 6 grid. Hedgie is chilling on the ace of clubs. Now, as you move around the board, the prompts from each of these cards will tell you if you gain or lose resources and how many. So that's what our tracker is here. These are our tokens. There are a couple of other optional rules that you can go with. So if they come up, like if we don't get to the goal card before that resource hits 0, I'll read one of the alternate rules. But the goal of the game is to get to that goal card before running out of resources. And I'm going to choose not to journal this game just because there's a limited amount of time. We have so many other wonderful games to showcase. So let's let's get started, shall we? So, I am on the Ace of Clubs. Spring has come again, and there's a lightness to the air that is palpable. You breathe in the scent of new life and growing things, and it reinvigorates you. So, each suit of cards has a different theme. The clubs are the path. So, Hedgie is on their little path, going on an adventure. And I'm going to choose to have him go here first. The Jack of Clubs. So, the Jack. Oh no. Ominous storm clouds threaten your otherwise sunny day as a trickle of rain begins to fall. Fat, thick drops of rain coating the earth around you. I lost my spot. One splashes against your multitude of spines, soaking you to the bone. Lose two resources. So that eight is going to become a six. Things are already not looking good for poor Hedgie here. Let's try a different spot. Let's go here. I'm continuing to get clubs. Five of clubs. Oh, you are startled out of your daydreams by a loud chattering overhead. What were you thinking about? Lose one resource. I've been dealing with the cold and rain, and it's just been so freezing lately. And all I want is that warmth of the tea and my toadstool home. And I just continue scuttling about, the loud chattering making me look around. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go up now. King of Diamonds. What is the King of Diamonds? So diamonds are helping paw. So Dr. Raccoon catches you trundling around and asks for help looking for medicinal herbs. Lose one resource. And I should add, my wonderful cover artist who did this beautiful artwork, Natalie, also known as Ghost Candle, if you want to check them out, did the fantastic artwork of Dr. Raccoon for the game. So Dr. Raccoon is constantly using Hedgie for looking for all of these herbs for their patients. It's so frustrating, but you know what? You have to help your neighbor out. I'm already going about wandering around. Of course, I will help Dr. Raccoon to gather these things. So I lose one resource. I'm already halfway down on my resources. Hopefully, I will gain a resource soon. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way. Jack of Diamonds. Oh, good. The sweet elderly Madame Rabbit from down the lane was struggling with her mending. She's always kind and willing to help others in the neighborhood when she can, and while the work is tedious, the conversation and stories she tells are not. So, what is your favorite story she tells you? Gain one resource. So, first of all, let me get back up to that five. So, I have five resources again. Um, one of my favorite stories is her telling me of a long, grand journey that she went on in her youth. It doesn't even matter if it's real or not, but she has the richest way of describing these places that she's been to that Hedgie never has been. And so I think that they're very happy to hear about these epic journeys that she's taken. Okay, next up, let's go here. Back to the path, seven of clubs. You come across a pair of traveling foxes arguing over a fork in the trail, both unsure of the route that they're going. You know, the forest is very challenging to navigate, and I can understand when people struggle to figure out what two identical paths look like. And I think that Hedgie would actually spend a little time helping them figure out where they want to go, even begrudgingly. So I've lost a resource. I'm back down to four. Okay, let's go here. Three of diamonds. Oop. Three of diamonds. Around the bend, you hear a cry for help. What do you see when you make the turn, and what do you do to help them? I see a baby bird who has fallen from its nest, and it's too small. Its pin feathers only just coming in, and it's struggling to find its way home again, crying out for its mother. So I take my time to help this poor baby to scan around and call out for its mother until she comes winging down and rescues her child. Gratitude, yes, but it took Hedgie quite a bit of time to find the mother, and they find the day is just slipping away from them. So they lose two resources, which means I'm down to two now. Poor Hedgie's day is just not going well. So next up, I will go here, and I have the Six of Clubs. I did shuffle these cards, I promise. Just, that's the way the cards go. So, Six of Clubs. There's nothing so peaceful as the warmth of the sun on your spine-covered back. It calms you like nothing else. Gain one resource. So I would say after all of that, the rain coming down, helping Madame Rabbit, and just dealing with the all of the chaos of the day, that warm sun on my back is drying away the rain, and it just feels so calm and peaceful. So I'm going to continue this because I don't want to miss out on anything. Ace of Diamonds now. Ooh, Crimson the Weasel. Hey, 100% named because of this. Crimson the Weasel offers some cuttings from his garden as a gift because he noticed that you've been having a hard time with your plants lately and wants to help you out. Gain one resource. Hey, I'm back up to four now. That's a good sign. Friendly neighbors helping each other out. You know, Naples. Yes, that's 100% what I was saying. Okay, well, there's only one way to go but forward. I swear there are hearts and spades in here. Seven of Diamonds. Your garden is a mess and you need help with a particularly stubborn, I lost my place, patch of weeds. Luckily, Hawk swings by and sees you struggling and offers to help pull it free. But still, it takes so much time. It's so exhausting mentally and physically that I lose one resource. So I'm back down to three. Okay, well, I'm at three resources now, which is not great. Uh, but hopefully things will look better for Hedgie. Hopefully they will find the peace and quiet that they're looking for. What can go wrong, right? So let's go on to the next card. Oops. Hey! Five of Hearts. So hearts are community. Five of Hearts. Oh no. Ugh, I spoke too soon. Cardinal is limping. One of his wings was injured and he needs help getting to Dr. Raccoon to have it looked at. As much as you want to be left alone, there's nothing for it but to help Cardinal. It's the right thing to do, after all. Lose two resources. I am down to one. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna go. My worry is that I'm gonna skip over the queen. I'm gonna go here. Wrong queen. Queen of Spades. So this is botheration. So the Queen of Spades. Yep. This ends my game. Okay. The Queen of Spades. Your favorite teacup is broken. How did this happen and what will you do to fix or replace it? I feel like Hedgie is one of those who has like a tea holster on their belt. And so while they were helping Cardinal to go over to Dr. Raccoon's place, Cardinal, excuse me, just knocked into the tea holster and it just shattered on the ground next to them. And Hedgie's just like, nope, right? That's fine. That's fine. Life is good. It will be it will be okay. I have others. But with that, I lose two resources, so I'm at -1 now. So we are going to put into effect one of the alternate rules, which is the alternate ending, multiple days. So, should you lose all of your resources before reaching the goal card and wish to continue Hedgie's journey, use the alternative rules for completing their quest for tea and sun over the course of several days. So this is day 1, not the ending day though. So, remove all the flipped over cards except for the card that Hedgie is currently on. So these are going to go off to one side because those events already happened. Next, you're going to replace all of the removed cards with fresh cards, shuffling them all together and redistributing them around Hedgie's current position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new cards. Let's see. That's a joker. I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And all of these are going to get mixed up. I'm just going to do this because why not? They're already shuffled. It's fine. Yes, that's visible. 6. Okay, so now I still have no idea where the queen is that I'm aiming for. Not the neatest board, but it's okay. So now I have rearranged everything. So proceed as normal for day 2, day 3, however long it takes until Hedgie succeeds at achieving their goal of basking in the sun with their tea. So I am back up to 8 resources because it is a new day. So let's see how Hedgie does. 8 of spades. That is another botheration card. That is concerning. Mr. Mole misjudged his tunnel and winds up digging himself into your bathroom. So I imagine Hedgie, it's first thing in the morning, yawning and brushing their teeth, when all of a sudden there's a rumbling and Mr. Mole just pops up right next to him in the bathroom. And they look down. It's like, what are you doing here? This is. Get out. And they lose 1 resource for it. There's the 7. Edgy, you're not having a lot of good luck here. 9 of spades. I like how we've gone from all clubs and, what was it, diamonds to now just spades so far. So 9 of spades. A woodpecker recently moved into the neighborhood and decided to do most of his work at night, keeping you awake and making you lose sleep. Do you do anything to confront them? I feel like Hedgie, as grumpy as they are, would opt not to confront them in this moment. So I do lose 1 resource, so that needs to go down to a 6. I'm gonna go here. 9 of hearts. Oh, community. See, your best friend comes over to help you put together a project you've been holding off on for quite some time. Who are they, and what project do you work on together? I feel like Hedgie is one who isn't, like, needs to build the furniture, but isn't willing to build the furniture on their own. But their best friend, Mr. Fox, comes over and is like, no, listen, It's time. These things have just been the boxes are open, everything is there. It's time to actually build the thing. So it takes quite a bit of time, but they do eventually get the furniture built. It's a new I would say that it's like a new what are they called? The display cases for teacups. I feel like that's what Hedgie would have. And we're going to continue our day. 8 of clubs. This is the path. A quick movement in the sky startles you. You hiss and curl up into a defensive ball until the danger has passed, your spines protruding out sharply against the unknown threat. Lose one resource. You know what? Sudden movements can be certainly spooky and, you know, not the end of the world. Protect yourself. Nine, no, 10 of spades. I forget which direction I'm going in these papers. 10 of spades. Mr. Owl has all the gossip and wants to share it with everyone, even if no one wants to listen to what he has to say. What does he tell you today? I bet you anything, Mr. Owl is just now talking about the woodpecker that has moved in and is spreading all kinds of falsehoods. Did I don't remember if I flipped the thing. Y'all can judge me. I'm gonna leave it on the 5. I think I flipped it, but I don't know. So 4 of hearts. Diamonds. This direction. 4 of hearts. The bothersome badger, who is seldom seen in the neighborhood, has come in for a visit and brings with him some interesting news. Lose one resource. Okay, I'm doing this before I forget. 4. What interesting news does the bothersome badger have? I feel like there are some new neighborhoods cropping up in the forest, and they're starting to get a little bit on the scale of Hedgie's current neighborhood. So it's concerning, but hey, they're like a day's journey away from here. That's fine. They won't bother us here. Ace of spades. Ooh, the nearby bat colony rushes by in a flurry of wings, calling out good news for the neighborhood, but hurting your ears in the process with their squeaks. What do you learn from them? I feel like it has to be the trees are blooming and fruit is becoming in season again, and they've found some spaces, some pockets where there's more uh, life coming by. So I gain a resource there. 5. Where are you? I'm spinning in this all in the wrong direction. There it is. Okay. I have gained a resource. 9 of clubs. The path. Hey, I'm doing pretty well today. It must be a high spoons day. You catch the sweet scent of wild raspberries, speaking of fruit, not far from the path, and find several that have fallen to the ground from their towering bush. You chow down on some tasty snacks you find there and place one raspberry carefully in your pouch to go with your tea for later. Gain one resource. I will take it. I'm doing okay today. 5 of diamonds. Toad next door fell off of his roof trying to catch a fly, and you must spend longer than you'd like helping him to right himself. And that is lose one resource. So that raspberry only did so much for me, and I once again lost that time and energy. 10 of hearts. Martin the pine martin hurt his paw climbing a tree and calls out to you for help. Well, all these people keep injuring themselves. It's a trouble. I mean, there's a reason why we have Dr. Raccoon in the neighborhood. People need his help, obviously. Go here. Six of Hearts. Reminisce about the good old days with your friend Ms. Shrew. What is a good moment from your past? I feel like Hedgie and Ms. Shrew have their own kind of sense of humor and in jokes, and they just love to laugh over their tea together. And so while it's not that alone time, rest and relaxation that Hedgie is looking for, it certainly is appreciated. Wait, no. I got all excited. I was like, it's a red queen. No, I need the Queen of Diamonds as the goal card. So Queen of Hearts. Bird Song. Oh, wait, did I? I don't remember if I need to just do it. So I'm gaining a resource. I'm doing this right now. Five. Which for some reason the five I can never find. There it is. So, bird song fills the air, and there's a slight breeze in the warm day. It is light and lovely, and while you wish there weren't quite so many people asking you for help, it is nice to know that your help is appreciated nonetheless. So I gained one resource from that. Moving on to the King of Hearts. And then things change. Hawk is scouring the ground, trying to find the perfect gift for her special someone. She spots the perfect flowers, but can't reach them because of her wings, and asks you to help her gather them up. Lose one resource. Well, of course I'm going to help you, Hawk. It's not the worst thing in the world, and flowers are really, really nice. Okay. Nine of diamonds. Mr. Owl accosts you as you go about your day on your daily walk and talks your ear off about something he saw going on in the neighborhood. Ms. Shrew spots this and manages to help you escape to freedom from the neighborhood gossip. Gain one resource. I will find the five. I will not find the five. Holy cow. There we go. Uh-oh. Gold card! Queen of Diamonds. I've made it. Mr. Fox comes over with the special herbal tea concoction he's been working on perfecting and offers you some as a gift. With the bright, sunshine filled day, it's the perfect time to have a cuppa in the warm glow of the sun. And with that, Hedgie finds their peace and relaxation. It only took like a day and a half, but they finally get to enjoy their tea in the sun. And that is the end of this adventure of Tea and Toadstools. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the silliness, the vibes. It's always a good time to be a hedgehog, even one who gets constantly bothered. So this has been for Roll for Good. Be sure to donate if you're able to. Definitely check out all of the games that are going to be going on this weekend. And I hope that you had a blast watching. I had fun playing this. And check out the Tiltify link in the chat with our friendly mods posting that. And share with your friends. I have been Anya, Lalian Cosplay. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye.